Good afternoon, friends. So I just wanted to get on here and make a video just proclaiming my admiration and my gratefulness for each and every single one of you guys. I know that a lot of us, probably all of us, feel like little islands. We feel like we're out here floating and nobody cares, and what's the point? And sometimes you feel that way, and that's human, you know But you guys, when you send out your words of comfort and love to me, it touches my soul. It makes me want to cry because through my art, I have created a community where we can support each other, we can be there for each other, we can be honest about the dark things that we're going through. We don't have to pretend that we're okay when we're not. And I love that. I fucking love that. Because there's nothing worse than putting on a brave face and smiling when you want to cry. There's nothing worse. There is no worse feeling than trying to stifle tears when they just need to flow. You guys have been such a rock for me. You guys have been such a beacon of light in some of the darkest points of my life. And I'm so grateful that I can connect with you guys and share my love of the natural world through art and through my videos, and I can inspire you guys. Oh my God, it's just the most wonderful thing in the world. I'm so grateful. These are happy tears. I am so grateful. And I had a breakthrough with Mark last night. The breakthrough, okay? Wasn't just a breakthrough. This was the breakthrough that I have been waiting for. When you watch somebody who's going through pain that they caused themselves, and for the longest time they refused to admit it, they refused to acknowledge that they played any part in the disaster of their lives. When you sit there and watch them and you help them work through the realization of, holy shit, I could have changed everything. The outcome could have been different if I would have just taken action. If I would have looked at my fears and went deeper, asked, well, what's beneath that fear? What's beneath that initial reaction? Because most of the time it's you're subconsciously playing out your childhood to try to fix it. Your brain does that, and your subconscious will do that to you. You will unconsciously recreate the toxic or hurtful situations that broke you to begin with. So the point in your life, think back to the point in your life where something happened and everything changed and you were different after that. Think back to that point and what happened? What was it that you needed that you could not get? For me, it was stability. It was loyalty. Loyalty in the sense of, yeah, even if we're pissed off at each other, I still got your fucking back. Not you owe me all of your time, but just operating in a way that makes me feel safe. That makes me feel like I don't have to make decisions based on scarcity or based on fear. I swear to God, you guys, up until a couple years ago, I was operating solely on my fears. I was letting my fear control me completely. Everything I was doing, all the fights I was picking, it was because I needed love. I needed to be felt and seen and heard. My opinion needed to matter to somebody. It mattered to me, but, I needed to feel that from somebody, because growing up, I never felt that in my family core situation. And so unconsciously, I would get with people who naturally were emotionally unavailable and never would pick me, because that's what my family would do. They never would pick me. They would always make me the scapegoat. And so I would unconsciously do that, and I would fight to change people, and I would fight to get them, to make them see me. And, you know, I would, and it never panned out the way I wanted. And what changed is when I started to say, you know what? I don't have to react this way. I don't have to get upset. I don't have to even give them an explanation. I don't have to give them my time, my energy. If they are not giving me what they're asking of me, I have no time for it. So I started cutting people off who only called me when they had a bad day, who, you know, people who didn't actually care about me. They just wanted to have somebody to dump all their problems on. See, I don't do that to people. I don't dump my problems on people. I work through them on my own, and then, and which is unhealthy. I've realized this. So I've been trying to get better and express myself. This is the hard part of the change that I did. My willpower. I had to dig deep down inside and figure out if the behaviors I was exhibiting were matching what I wanted from life. And they weren't at all. They were totally opposite. So I started to value myself more. I started to value myself and my time. I started to think, because I started to think more highly of myself and treat myself with the respect that I wanted. So if, like with Mark, him and I, there was a lot of things that he was refusing to look at. He was only blaming me. And I was saying, yes, I do all these things, but it's because of you're doing these things. It takes two to have an argument. And he would never acknowledge his part, ever. So I was always the one acknowledging what I was doing wrong, but he was never, And so I stopped doing that. I said, no, I started correcting him mid-sentence. When he would say, you have to change this, I said, no, I'm not the problem. It's not just me. And so I kept doing that, and I realized that really people have to come to these conclusions on their own, and you have to just push them away for a minute and let them sit, let them be in what they think they want. Let them sit in what they think they want, because he thought he wanted to be completely alone and nobody depending on him and nobody calling him, nobody asking him what time he's coming home from work. That's what he thought he wanted. Until I gave it to him, I did not answer any text. I did not answer the phone. I literally just stuck my head in my school books and in my work, and that's what I did. And for almost 2 weeks, you guys, I did not talk to him. Not a peep. And then we had a big conversation. And last night, I think that, it actually got through to him. And, I'm not trying to make him see anything for my benefit. I'm trying to make him see things for his benefit. Because he told me last night, the only regret that I have with Kevin is the time I did not spend with him. Which is what I have been asking him for forever. He prioritizes work because he's living in fear. He's living in scarcity mindset. He prioritizes money because he thinks it's all going to be ripped out from underneath him. He constantly gives his power away and allows other people to dictate how situations play out. He always says, we'll just see how it plays out. And I say, why would you do that? Why wouldn't you exercise your will and have it play out the way you say it plays out? Because you actually, it's crazy how much he was in control of everything, yet decided to take a step back, and because he thought it would be easier. He was trying to take the easy way out. And I'll tell you, that leaves you with guilt But last night, I really think I got through to him. I told him, I told him, I said, listen, if we can't agree on core values as people, if we can't come to a unified idea of what we're working towards together, of what we're doing here together, because I'm not interested in being someone's miserable company. I'm not interested in being somebody's way to not deal with their issues. I'm not interested in being comfortable and unhappy at all. I would rather live under a bridge than do that, than stay with somebody just because I don't want to be alone. And I told him, I said, there's things that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to stop trying to take the easy way out. You're going to have to take some control of your life and your decisions and yourself, and stop letting people dictate how you operate. Stop it. Stop that. Exercise your will. You're allowed to fucking stand up for yourself. You're allowed to tell people when they're pissing you off. You are allowed to tell people when you're uncomfortable. You are allowed to do these things. And if you go along with shit just to keep the peace, you are going to make yourself unhappy, I promise. You are going to be unhappy. Don't do that. Don't stay silent just because you don't want to fight. Don't keep things all bottled up just because you don't want to make a scene. Fuck that, you guys. That's how that's how this world got to the way it is because people got so comfortable in just turning the other cheek, not getting involved, not saying anything, not speaking up. I am so sick of that shit. It is time that we start using what this beautiful world gave us: a voice, willpower, okay? Control. But not controlling other people. You know what I mean? Control of yourself. Learn how to discipline yourself and be there for yourself. Show up for yourself. Stop letting people get away with shit. Stop letting people use you for your energy and your time and your resources if they don't give you anything back. We're done moving like that. This year we're moving like it's actions or nothing. It's changed actions. You do it or you don't fucking say anything. Okay? If there's something in your life that you want to change, start to fucking change it. Stop sitting in your complacency. So, I needed to get that out there. I needed to let you guys feel that, and I have a passion behind this because it's something that has always bothered me, and I've always wanted to help people with this issue specifically, standing up for themselves, showing up for themselves, loving themselves enough to change their freaking life, See, I started to show up for myself in 2019, and it has paid off hugely. I started going to school. I started really focusing on my YouTube channel and doing weekly uploads 5 days a week. Every single week. I rarely miss a week or a day. And my life has changed. I am happier. I feel more secure. I'm able to get up and not feel a sense of dread and doom because I have all these stupid things that I have to do to keep my lights and power on. I am fully living my dream right now. Well, the beginning of it. It's going to get better. But right now things are a complete 180 as opposed to what they used to be. So, and a lot of that is of you guys. You guys, I am so grateful. You guys have been here watching me, interacting with me, buying my art, supporting my small business. You guys have done so much for me, even more than the monetary gain. You guys have been there emotionally for me. You guys have been my friends, the people I turn to when things are going wrong and I need a way to see if I'm seeing it wrong. You guys have been a place where the first people I want to tell when something great is happening. You guys have been a lot of things for me, and I really, really appreciate it. And I really hope that I can be that same thing for you. I love you all so much, and this year is going to be great. I'm going to be taking you guys along the journey of moving into Mark's house, picking out furniture and all that kind of stuff. We might go pick out our bed today. I think I've got the paint color for the bedroom, which is Deep River Green. I love these deep tones when they're a satin finish, or a semi-gloss. No, I like satin. Well, semi-gloss? Yeah, semi-gloss. When they're a semi-gloss, with like white moldings, it looks so fancy and beautiful and luxurious. Mark and I both, we really like the look of like, or the feels of like old libraries with like, you know, the deep tones and the beautiful rich fabrics and things like that. So, Sagey. But yeah. Anyway, you guys, I love you all so much. Mark's going to be here in about 30 minutes to take me to the dentist. I've got some teeth that I got to get fixed. And yeah, I love you all so much. And I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.